So, listening to the music, I'm watching all these YouTubes, reading his book that he actually wrote. It's so cool reading this, honestly, because I can hear his voice. There is a YouTube video, by the way, of him reading this book, if you do want to hear him audio read it. I'm reading it for myself first because I have come to notice that I absorb books better when I read them first and then do audio. So I'm going to read this first because it really does mean that much to me. I've really enjoyed it. Ah! You can be tilted, that's fine. So, I'm going through the motions of just getting to know Michael, learning more about him, because I was not a fan when I was a kid. When he was popular and unfortunately when all of these news things were happening and, all the tabloids and all that crap, one of my parents, my father, I don't blame him, but I do believe that he is systemically racist. It's just how he was brought up. I mean, he would make comments growing up as a kid that my mom and I and my sister would even call him out for. He doesn't make those jokes anymore around me. I don't know if he does in general, but hopefully he's changed his ways. But because of that, those were the rumors that I was told. And, of course, I believed everything my parents told me, so I believed them. And I formed this horrible opinion about this amazing person. And thanks to a phenomenal psychic medium that I love to follow, I've mentioned her quite a few times on a couple of my other videos. I've even done readings with her. I follow her everywhere she goes. She does live calls once a week. You should really check those out. Her name is Akura, A-K-U-R-A. She's based in Germany. I wish I was there so we could hang out and be friends. I would love to be friends with you and your boo and to help you on your mission. I love what you guys are doing. Anyways, so she did this amazing video about Michael. She channeled his energy, his soul, and she's been doing this for over 10 plus years and stated that his soul was one of the most powerful human souls that she's ever connected with in her timeline, and knowing that he wasn't actually fully human. He was actually an ascended angel. He came down here to help change the world, and unfortunately, he was taken from us. And I do sadly think that if he hadn't been, we probably wouldn't feel the way we do now, which is a sad thing to think, but it's probably the case. Anywho, when I was going through these motions and everything, I was dropping into just a meditative state one day. I wasn't really trying to do anything, and all of a sudden I, go to my state, and I start seeing this figure do this backwards moonwalk, into my peripheral from my left side, and I was kind of taken aback. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And they did a turn and then shot the finger up real far, and it was very powerful, and I was like, whoa. It was one of the most powerful sensations I've ever had when I've experienced this. And I recognized it almost immediately as Michael. I mean, obviously from the dances. Hair just blew in my eye. And so I kind of questioned it. I was like, Michael, is that you? Is that really you? Michael Jackson. And he did it again. He did the dance again. And then when he kind of got a little closer, and he meshed his body, it went away. And then he got real close with his face. It was he was right here, real close. And he started doing the black and white face morph, to where he took his face as a 5-year-old and morphed it all the way up to 50, when he passed. And that just immediately, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is absolutely Michael Jackson, And so I was like, hi, it's amazing to meet you. I almost immediately started crying. Because I at the time also knew how divine his soul is, and I could feel it. I could feel it deep in me, deep in my soul, just this deep connection and just this love, this just overwhelming feeling of love and joy and peace, and just, it was delicious. And then I was like, well, thank you for visiting me. Is there anything that you, like, you know, we're having this conversation, you know, mentally, telepathically. And I was like, is there anything you're trying, like, you want to tell me? Like, is there something that you're here to show me? And not really. He was just like, no, I just wanted to say hi. And then he said, and someone else wants to meet you. And I was like, oh, by all means, please. Like, I've met Jesus, Buddha, Ganesh, a couple of ascended masters, like Elmora, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. Like, I work a lot with the ascended masters, so I've met quite a few of them. Elmora was one of the first, and that was pretty cool. Anyways, so he does this, like, royal deep bow, you know, like royalty, and puts his hand out, and this beautiful, like, angel-like woman comes, like, chest first out, almost like her hands behind her, wearing this beautiful, huge gown. I'm just like, that's Princess Di. 1000% that's Princess Diana. And she did a curtsy to me when I said her name, and then they started waltzing. And then she kicked off her shoes and they started doing swing. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I felt so honored to see that and to be a part of it, and for them to share that with me. And so I wanted to share it with you. Michael still visits me almost daily now. Di's come back and see me a couple times as well. I've never felt closer to someone than I do him. I know that sounds insane, but I know what I feel. And sure, you can call it Michael Mania if you want, but it is something much deeper than that. And I hope you get to find it, because it's pretty awesome. It's really beautiful to be saturated in this energy. So much love to give. Let's heal the world, guys. Let's finally make his dream come true. Yeah? Let's get started. I have been having an absolute blast making these conspiracy skits, so if you want to be entertained, check them out. They're fun. They're getting a little long, but, you know, we all need to work on our attention spans anyway, so have a beautiful day. I love you. Shamona, you're bad.